Grand Rising, you guys. So, thank you for joining me for another interesting adventure in the tarot world. I'll say I enjoy the evolution of tarot. It keeps me humble. The more information you're able to connect with in the tarot, you want to make sure you do your shadow work. So, if you guys are interested in creating a niche business in the tarot world, make sure you do your shadow work, make sure your cord cut, and make sure you stay humble every day. Shadow work has blessed me abundantly. You do shadow work, you can protect yourself from the shadow aspects of tarot, but you have to understand the shadow aspects of tarot. But without further ado, we'll get a community message. We're using the Witch's Tarot mini deck. I love this deck of cards. Whenever I bring her out, it's never a born day. Spirit, please guide me. Allow me to be a pure vessel to deliver the message that the viewers need. What message do you want me to deliver? All right. Hmm. King of Pentacles energy. Okay. The Empress energy. And the Six of Swords energy. All right. So this is a beautiful message. Talk about it. So the King of Pentacles energy, this is a masculine energy that understands how to maintain balance in all aspects of their lives. Okay. A great motivation for them is, having that idea of family, especially with the Empress card here being present. The King of Pentacles does seek someone to, carry their children, but also the Empress energy isn't an energy that can be easily manipulated or is so submissive to the point that it would endanger the financial foundation of the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is attracted to self made women who choose to be kind and beautiful inside and out when the world is not kind to themselves. So, this is where the Six of Swords comes in. King of Pentacles energy, even if they're not in a relationship with an Empress, they do what they can to make an Empress feel safe. This is a form of respect. This is strings free attached help. This is the King of Pentacles way of saying I love you. So even if this is friendship, men and the King of Pentacles energy, they can know many empresses and they will respect each and every empress because they know that empresses will respect each and every one of they know that empresses will not only respect themselves, but they'll respect other women who are in empress energy instead of having negative competition. King of Pentacles energy definitely loves to be a protector, but they don't always want to be fighting, with that Five of Wands energy or Seven of Spades energy, okay? Or that Nine of Wands energy. They would like to be able to enjoy the fruits of their labor. So naturally, empresses attract, the Empress energy attracts the King of Pentacles energy. We have the Four of Cups and the Fool card here, okay? So what this is saying to me is because King of Pentacles, they're really great with time management and they know how to create their schedule. So let's say if people want to do business with them, people say, hey, when's your availability? King of Pentacles are the ones who create the schedules, okay, that people abide by. Well, King of Pentacles, they will be making more time to change their schedules up because what motivates the King of Pentacles to keep going, and this has been misinterpreted by many, is Empress energy. No one would say they're a player. No, King of Pentacles energy fully appreciates the Empress energy. as an Empress energy is. They don't try to change an Empress energy, okay? Um, if the King of Pentacles was in reverse, this would be someone trying to dominate Empress energy, by trying to tear Empress energy down. Just because someone could be financially abundant doesn't mean that they have that doesn't mean that they're financially conscious. So this King of Pentacles energy is financially conscious, and they just generally appreciate beautiful Empress energy. However, if you are a female, there is a certain King of Pentacles. If you are the female in the Empress energy, there's a King of Pentacles who has their eyes on you. All right, with the Four of Cups, they've been thinking about you quite often, and they can see that you have been experiencing a lot of upheaval in your financial world with the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. And they see that you've been learning how to protect your foundation. Now, this is good for a King of Pentacles because if you're protecting your foundation financially, then that means you won't be a burden to them. You won't be trying to have your hands in their pockets, and you won't sell them out to other people. And this means that if you can protect your own financial foundation, you also have solutions to offer to them to protect their foundation, and they have the same to offer, okay? They see that you are able to maintain your your nine of pentacles energy, despite having so much difficulty come your way from every angle. And this right here is why they may think about you a lot, because the fact that you're able to still be fly and have always look good, but at the same time, express your female energy has him thinking about you a lot. So this is where expect a form of romance with the Knight of Cups, a love confession from them. With the Six of Wands, um, people will know about it. They don't care. The King of Pentacles is very picky who they choose to invest into um, romantically. So one of the ways that they'll try to show interest is with the Six of Pentacles. Now, this doesn't mean that they're giving you money, right? And if you're not mentally and emotionally ready to receive large amounts of money, they're not gonna foolishly give you money. This is how you have a king of Pentacles in reverse in debt, and this is where. But a King of Pentacles in reverse can get out of debt. All right, the King of Pentacles will, if they have a love interest, they'll, bless you with tidbits of information to grow your business. And instead of giving you money straight out, sometimes they'll, if they'll basically help you have more business success if they see you coming up against a lot of things. Okay, so the King of Pentacles, if you're the female, there's a King of Pentacles watching you. Now, if you are the King of Pentacles here, or you know of a King of Pentacles, with the Fool and the Six of Swords, they're closing out karmic cycles where they will have debt, where they will feel as if, they're emotionally indebted to someone and someone's trying to financially exploit them. King of Pentacles energy, they're very intelligent and they understand how people maneuver. So they have the discipline and the patience to basically, be patient with people who are trying to exploit them financially with emotions. But when the King of Pentacles energy is in love, well, they show it very differently versus being with a codependent man who's deceitful, who doesn't have the survivability skill sets needed to maintain housing in the winter times. And this is, saying keep up the good work. Now, without further ado, we'll have a quick three-pile pick a card. And what is this three-pile pick a card going to be about? Well, King of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles. All right. So this looks like financial opportunities coming your way. So what we'll do is, what financial wisdom do you need to know right now? I'll see you at your pile or piles of choice. What financial wisdom do you need to know right now? What financial wisdom do you need to know right now? Before we get into the reading, I feel just led to say this. When people are manifesting money, people think, I want a large amount of money, but when they're not actually aware of what they would do with the money, this causes reckless behavior. So you can have someone foolishly win $1 million and then, they're getting themselves into trouble. You can also have another person win $1 million and they're wise with the money. You can have someone win $100. You can have someone win $50. You can have someone win $20. It's not that money's evil, it's the intention behind the person seeking the money. So, I've been blessed with large amounts of money in the past, and I was foolish with it. Now that I'm starting from scratch, I'm understanding, okay, how can I become more financially conscious? Because it's not about hoarding money and holding on to it. That's why a lot of people have gotten into relationships where it's just, basically financial. And when the money runs out, the abuse is high. When the money's there, they're great. Um, to avoid abusive relationships, money consciousness is needed. It doesn't matter if tax time comes. If you are not financially conscious and not financially responsible, you'll run right through that money. And this will set an example to children. Money comes and goes fastly. No, money doesn't come and go fast for all. It's all about being financially conscious at this point. So this is why we're doing this three-power pick a card. What financial wisdom will help you right now? This is not saying, oh, you're going to have money. Someone's going to give you money and they're just going to, pat you on the back along your way. No. What financial wisdom do you need right now to make sure you got a roof over your head, to make sure your children are healthy and happy, and you don't have the system knocking on your door, to make sure that your health is good? What financial wisdom do you need right now? So I'll see what your pal or pals of choice. Thank you guys for being present. Welcome, Pile One. So, what financial wisdom do you need right now? So, we're using some Uno cards with cardiomancy symbolism on them. Um, a very wise individual blessed me with these during a time where I was learning not to let curiosity get the best of me. However, I think here the financial wisdom that we need to understand is to not let curiosity get the best of one. This is where stillness and sitting back and watching is going to be of the utmost. All right. So we have the Ace of Diamonds in red. So this is connecting to your root chakra, and we're definitely talking about financial freedom. Now we have the Nine of Spades in reverse in black. So this is saying, do not let curiosity get the best of you to the point where you restrict yourself. However, with this Seven of Hearts coming out, you are being advised to, be curious, but also be wisely curious, okay? You don't want to be foolishly curious where someone can exploit your naivety. And, the fact that our society has seen this happen so often, a lot of people don't exactly know how to move forward when they see innocent people being exploited due to their naivety. So, what you can do to strengthen the financial structure of your boundaries, you can basically take the wisdom from seeing from seeing a lot of people having that from seeing a lot of people having their naivety exploited during times when they didn't know how to think for themselves or they weren't given chances to think for themselves. These are the people who, more than likely, if they don't break this cycle, they'll try to create lawsuits for you. So, what you want to do is you have to understand that if you're successful, you will attract people who would like to be successful, but they may not exactly possess the skill sets yet. So, you can start putting in your business solutions to basically encourage them to become more self sufficient and more independent so that they can tap into their imagination. You know, tapping into the imagination reduces anxiety, but also this is where we need balance. when we're tapping into our imagination with this nine of spades in reverse, because this allows us to be able to see if we're just overdoing, if you know, if we're letting something that we were taught distort our view of looking at it. Okay, when you're able to, you know, trust your imagination, but also realize, okay, I thought this as a child, but now with the experience I've had, that doesn't register. What can I do? How can I apply this in my business? Because you'll be making your business more personal. Well, we have the wild card. Now it was in reverse at first, but this brings a wow factor to your business, okay? Being able to tap into your imagination, but stay rooted in reality and creating solutions for very common problems. And a lot of people who are trying to figure out how to manifest their dreams, they're more than likely naturally going to come around people who, you know, smell like success, exhibit success. And this is where we can have a lot of difficulties with the 10 of clubs here in black. This is where you can become aware of physical harm that can occur. So there's no reason you should be afraid of, you know, creating a financial foundation. This simply means you create the solutions for the very tough problems that, you know, is simply a part of what's taking place in your external environment. You don't run from it. You don't look at it as if, okay, if I do this, it's not going to turn out well because it's already going horrible. No, what solution can you create for the difficulties in your external environment? This is where this will, you know, people who would like to become successful, but they're not able to tap into that success as they would like to, they'll see an example of healthy success instead of egotistical success. And this is where, with the 10 of spades in reverse, in black, this says here, it'll boost morality for them to naturally want to, you know, invest into entrepreneurial projects on their own, with the two of diamonds in red and with the jack of spades here. This is where, instead of using most of their mental power to cause themselves conflict, chaos, and confusion to the point where it's so painful for them to bear for themselves that they may cause trouble in their external environment, they'll put all of that excess energy into, you know what, I have an idea and I think it can work and I think I'm going to do it. And this is what will inspire them to be able to understand that no matter how difficult it gets, the solutions that you create for the difficulties is literally the seed of how to get a business off the ground. Now, I hope that helped you guys with what financial wisdom do you need right now. Without further ado, we'll close out your reading. Love, peace, and happiness. Pal 1, have a great day. Welcome, Pal 2. So, what financial wisdom do you need right now? We have the wild card in black and red, and we also have the Queen of Diamonds in red, and we also have the Nine of Clubs in black. All right, so interesting. Okay, so we're gonna talk about it, Pal 2. This is a bit of a love reading, but this is not one of those love readings where it's like, oh my gosh, they love you. They want to do this and everything. But this is one of those love readings where we understand that while there's no boxed in role for a man and a woman in a romantic relationship, what is important is that every person in a relationship feels safe. Okay, so this means women need to be aware of certain aspects that can make a man feel endangered, because men do feel endangered. And men also need to be aware of, you know, how to not get themselves taken advantage of with extreme emotional manipulation by female energy that is causing problems. Okay, so this is where, you know, some male energy can come off overprotective, and if you have experienced stalking, this can trigger things in you. So this is where, when you're healing from type of abusive, um, any type of abusive interactions with people, for example, stalking and things like that. It takes a while to heal from that. And you have to be self accountable and self initiating to learn the discernment between these things. So, this is where you'll be able to recognize the difference between a man who's abusive and possessive and a man who is protective, because they want to make sure that their person's healthy, happy, and safe, especially if they're aware of the dangers with this nine of clubs here that comes with being a financial female leader. Okay, so this is where this what financial wisdom do you need right now? This is showing up in your love life, because the financial wisdom here is saying that for, for a masculine who, is feeling marital intentions towards a female, they need to be able to not only protect themselves, they need to be able to protect the person that they are choosing to be with. That means they need to be aware of what that person goes through. They don't want to be a burden or stress to that person as the outside world is, because this will basically push those people away. The same for a female. A male doesn't want to experience stress from a intimate connection that they already experienced from outside of a relationship. They'll feel as if they're sleeping with the enemy, basically. So this is saying, what financial wisdom do you need right now to take the wisdom from, that natural protective energy that most everyone has at this point, and to apply it to business as well. Okay. Um, to practically apply it with the Queen of Diamonds here. Okay. A lot of financial leaders have been subjected to being highly targeted individuals. Um, a lot of female financial leaders experience hell and back. And most of the time, they don't get justice, because there's a lot of foul play behind the scenes. A lot of foul play can take place. So, you know, um, when you have the King of Diamonds coming up here, the King of Diamonds utilizes their creativity to make sure their close loved ones feel safe with them. Because with the King of Hearts, not only do the King of Diamonds want to be fathers, they also want to have a partner who is not going to subject them to the abuse of the outside world. Now, this is where the King of Diamonds energy and their wisdom is very well known to the point that they're respected. So when a King of Diamonds is able to see a female who possesses financial consciousness and is still choosing, to make money with integrity, this is how they choose their partners. So I feel like the financial wisdom you guys need right now is to take your time in the love department. Whatever it is that you're working through, take your time with it, because to be in a King of Pentacles energy or a Queen of Diamonds energy as well, it's not something that happens overnight. A lot of this work ethic is developed from grit and grind. And this is where, just like the Queen of Diamonds here has a rough backstory, the King of Diamonds more than likely has a rough backstory. And this is where, healthy communication is needed to clearly, effectively convey how one truly feels in a loving manner. Because, instead of a King or Queen of Diamonds giving up on themselves when the pressures of the world basically tried to crush them so that they could explode, they say, hey, I'm going to use this to make something. And all this pressure, basically, I feel like Power 2, you guys may have a diamond aura. Okay? So you're being asked to take your time when it comes to romantic decisions, If you've been in relationships or you felt rushed or it felt as if it was being coerced and things like that, a lot of people saw your full potential financially and wanted to exploit it. So that's why you could be dealing with difficulties. And what I'm also picking up is you're so solution oriented. You know how you have the staying power that the people who cause difficulties for you guys don't have. So I feel like, what financial wisdom do you need right now with this wild card here? I feel like you guys should introduce some more creative things into your business. I feel like you guys should, you know, instead of focus on the pain of the pressure that you have experienced, put so much love into your business that anyone who tries to emulate your structure of business, they are not able to keep up. And this is related to romance for you guys, because if you're able to attract well financed people who are on the same wavelength as you. You know, when you live in a world with people who are naturally lazy and they fear the consequences of being lazy, in the wintertime, they'll try to do just about anything to get access to someone who's financially conscious. Financially conscious people don't spend all their money, so they'll always have money. Okay? Or you just universal currency, things of that nature. So when you're dealing with poverty, impoverished people, they already feel like they're running out of time. So they're being reckless and basically causing bad health for people, um, creating disharmony, and basically robbing and thieving. So this is where the financial wisdom you're getting right now is to put so much creativity into your business. No one can track how you move. Especially a lot of people track how people move when they're in a relationship or when they're in business. How a person does business is how they'll relate it to your interpersonal relationships. So keep your personal life private. You know what I'm saying? Keep your dating life fun and fresh. And this will also make it so that you'll attract clients who will also, they'll be tired of monotony and they'll be like, okay, I'm open to learning about a new way of doing things. And instead of being people who develop a cult like following with you, they'll simply say, thank you for this new perspective. And they'll take it, you know, in stride and apply it if it works. And if it doesn't, they're not going to be like, it didn't work for me, so I don't like it. They'll simply say, I had a great experience. It is what it is. And instead of, developing people who would try to, emulate you in a cult like atmosphere, you'll simply be able to be detached from um, any of those associations. But a lot of times, people try to figure out your personal life by seeing how you work. And how you work is how they figure out how to negatively impact your personal life. So if your if your work life is messy, they'll figure out your personal life is messy. And if your personal life is messy, they'll try to undermine your financial foundation by basically attacking the people that you want to have romance with. That's why you had a lot of Machiavellis. Anyway, without further ado, it is what it is. We're going to end this shit right here. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the message pile too. Thank you guys for being present. So, welcome, pile 3. I feel led to use the Witch's Tarot mini for you guys. So I don't know why, but let's see what financial wisdom do you need right now, pile 3. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Fool. We also have the Eight of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. So, okay. So this is, I'm picking up on, for some, you may know someone, or this could be you. You could be having to start from scratch when it comes to looking for work, okay? With the Fool card here. You may be doing research on different methods that you can make money that you probably once thought, you probably once had biased perspectives of how these things would work. However, you're starting to get a clear understanding that it's not what you thought it was with the Seven of Cups. Okay? With the King of Cups, you guys could be discovering that there's something that you guys always wanted to do, but you felt like, you had someone else saying, and I'm feeling like the King of Cups energy would be in reverse. You could have had someone trying to dominate your career choice, okay? Um, And with the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Wands, they could have been very good at convincing you that if you tried something, it would work against you. So you guys could be at a place in life now where you're just like, okay, I need a career change. I don't exactly know how this career change will actually benefit me, but I understand if I stay in the same place I'm at with the Two of Pentacles here, I'll get the same results doing the same thing. Now realize in this beautiful card here with this Two of Pentacles, we have this the eight, and this is the infinity sign. So do you have you noticed people that stay in jobs that they don't actually like? It can happen. It can go on for years, and they'll hope and sit that someone's gonna come and save them away from this place. Like, please, please, please fix it for me. And you'll see years go by, sometimes even decades go by, where these people are in jobs that they do not like. Now this is where, if you're in this position and you're just getting to a point where you're like, okay, I also have to be responsible. So what can I do with where I'm at right now to get where I'm trying to go? So this is where this Two of Pentacles comes in. What financial wisdom do you need right now? This is that, gut punch reading. This is time for you to look at your priorities. Look at exactly how much you're spending on certain things. Look at what is emotionally um, motivating your financial purchases. And this is something that you could do just for about 30 days. You could basically, look at exactly what it is I'm spending, how I'm spending it, and what, triggers me to spend certain things. This is where for the first 30 days, you can get an idea of your priorities, okay? It's unrealistic for you to think to yourself that you're going to just, oh my gosh, I'm become financially conscious overnight. No, financial habits develop over long periods of time. So for 30 days, if you're able to track your financial habits, you'll be able to see what your priorities are. Now for the next month, you could start to journal. Okay, so my financial priorities are here, and this is what I be feeling emotionally. This will allow you to be able to see your process of emotionally um, of how you connect your emotions to finances. Now, this is where, after about a month, you know, the next month, you could send, okay, this is where you can get a solution together. The solution will allow you to be able to thoroughly think through what is necessary to let go of and how to let go of it while maintaining balance, while also, if you have parental responsibilities, while making sure everything is good. Now, people who say, well, I can change your credit for you in a month. Look, my credit ain't that great. I'm going to keep it a buck, y'all. So the fact that I'm aware of this, if somebody basically cleans my credit up overnight, oh, I can get a credit card and I'm going to get into more debt. So the month that you're basically developing a solution to figure out how to get out of debt, where you have missed, where your priorities are showing what it is you need to heal emotionally, that's fine. That's a good thing. Because when you're being easy on yourself and you times that, like what you spend in a month on, say, times 12. But then when you get a good look at how long you've been living like that, you realize, okay, so I had all of this money and I spent it like this. Instead of you feeling bad about yourself, you'll be like, all right, I get it. So this is why you do 3 months. This is why I've met some people who they'll try to marry people to get out of debt, but they'll get those people into debt. And then when the money runs out, they'll go to somebody else to get them into debt, clean them out of house and home. And it's just at this point in time, this is where the financial wisdom you're being blessed with is to understand that if you're manifesting anything in materialistic form, you have to go without. Sometimes you have to sit there and feel uncomfortable without giving into short-term gratification. All right, you got to do what you got to do. Okay. Also, with the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Swords, you guys are being asked to basically, you know how we were saying what emotionally is motivating spending habits. You guys are being asked to communicate clearly and effectively with yourselves. What is keeping you away from your dreams with that Ten of Swords in reverse? We can't sit there and say they're doing it. It's their fault. What are you allowing them to do? Because right now, as my hand is looking at this finger pointing at y'all, a little dirt on it, a little dirt on it. It's all right. I got four pointing at me. So if I'm saying the viewer here is the reason I'm not having no money, then I'm not looking at, okay, but I'm not getting money because when I don't get a certain response, I'm acting a certain way. No, this is where when you are going through times where you have to go without things that make you feel good, and you know this is contributing to debt, you find ways to make yourself feel happy in a healthy way. Don't get yourselves into trouble. You want to be known for being drama free. With the Six of Swords here, you want to be known for keeping your nose clean, keeping your hands clean. People more willing to financially invest into you if you're not going to be connected to financial instability. Anybody that's drama fueled, you will experience financial instability. I can't lie about that. You will experience times when you don't know how you're going to eat. Now, if you have been victimized by people like this, you understand you got to fight like hell to get out of this shit. How do you fight? You find ways to basically, hold on. You find ways to love up on yourself. You find ways to make yourself feel good in a healthy manner. Because the more people beat down on you when you fighting to get out of poverty, that means if you still going, there's a reason you still going. So let's get you guys a little one message. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Swords in reverse. That quote unquote crazy idea, that stupid idea, that silly idea that you had as a child, what if I told you some marketeer heard a child say it and took their idea and made money off of it? All the while, if you grew up in a household where your parents said, no, don't do that. Why do you think like that? What? Realize that parent didn't know some marketeer used a child's creation, a child's imagination to make money. So, no matter what any adult has told you, if they said that idea is stupid, that idea is crazy, that nobody would support that idea. Write it out on paper. Get an actual plan and follow through with it. Understand? Because if a marketeer has stolen countless children's ideas, and we have Barbie dolls, book ideas, you can't say that person stole my idea. That's their fault. Well, at least thank them because they showed you they can follow through on the shit. This is where, instead of you sharing your ideas with the wrong people who just say, fuck you and your dreams, this is where you get smart about your shit and you legalize your shit. So, Power 3, I hope this message helped you guys. Legalize, discover something you love doing and get it legalized. Basically, whatever it is that you truly desire to do, it's out here for you. It's all about maneuvering wisely. It's all about still being responsible. When you're feeling like, I'm so excited, I have this idea, I got to get it off the ground. But if you don't exactly have the baby steps, and you're not treating that thing like you treat a newborn baby, and watch it grow like a conscious parent and support it like a conscious parent, you basically, shitting on your own dreams. So instead of shitting on your own dreams, treat your dreams like you would treat a baby that you love. And this is how people will be able to feel the love in the business that you create. And then not only that, they will want to support you, because when people feel love in a business, they don't feel like they being jerked around and jived. They feel grateful to be able to get a service that is pure and loving. And we're gonna get you guys some blessings with this red dragons sage. And I'll send you guys on your way. Thank you guys for having the patience to do what you need to do. Thank you guys for sitting through this. And no, you only getting a blessing if you sit through it. If anything I said shocked you, or you felt you were being personally attacked, honey, shadow work. We all got to do it. In fact, I'm about to do some shadow work myself. Love, peace, and happiness.